Welcome to the 2023 GameStop inspired Halloween special. Oh my gosh. Alright, the 32X is pretty scary too. Hello again, and what is hip, and welcome back to a video I didn't necessarily want to make. As I'm sure you guys have seen all across the internet, recently GameStop had a kind of a pretty impressive sale. There were lots of crazy games at really good prices for their Pro Week. And so a bunch of people have been ordering these games and stuff online, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, and I very well know, GameStop is known for sending out games that may or may not be sealed, even if they are marked as brand new on their website. This is common knowledge, and so when you buy from GameStop, you're taking a risk. So I bought about 12 or 13 games, which is a lot of games, but it was dirt cheap. I mean, a lot of these were like $10 a piece for games that are usually like $40, $50 plus dollars. And so it was a crazy good deal, and I wanted to take advantage of that. And to my surprise, in the past I had situations where GameStop maybe sent a game or two that weren't sealed, and I just kind of deal with it. I'm like, it kind of sucks, it's false advertising, but whatever, I got it for a good deal. This time around, the majority of the games, as you will see here, were nowhere near as described. It was just the worst case of GameStop sending used things as new that I had ever seen. So we'll go over some of these pickups here. So we'll start off with the good. So of the 12 or 13 games I got, about 4 of them came sealed. I got Forspoken here, which was I think $15, which is a really good deal and a game that I've been wanting to try. You got Star Ocean here for $10, another great deal on another game that I've been very curious about. Ace Combat 7, which is an amazing flight combat game, which was $5, brand new, came sealed. And then lastly, there's Taiko no Tetsujin Rhythm Festival, which is a really fun rhythm game, and this was $10 for the Switch, another killer deal. These are the only games that came sealed. So I have a picture here of what came with my original order. And as you can see, these are all the games that were advertised as new, but came to me opened. Some of them didn't even come with their original cases, just generic cases. I had never experienced that before. So I was very fed up about that. And so I contacted support and everything, and it's like, hey, of all the games that I ordered, these came completely used. And I was like, I want what I paid for and what you guys marked as new. I want brand new games. And I was like, you guys even sent games that didn't come with the original case. And so I told them the scenario. They're like, all right, send it back. We'll send you new games. And that's what I did. So I sent back all of the games minus these 4 that came sealed. So just today, I got the majority of the rest of my GameStop order sent back to me. And I told the person, can you please note that I want games that are still sealed and still in their plastic shrink wrap and come with their original cases. I want new games. And they're like, yes, we'll do that. So they did that. And this time I didn't know what to expect. I was like, are they going to send used things or are they going to send brand new? I don't know. So it started out okay. And I got Little Nightmares 2. They actually sent a sealed copy of this, which was great. This was I think $5 or $10 around there. I was happy with that. It was starting off good. Then I got Ace Combat again. I ordered 2 copies of it. I wanted to keep one sealed. I know, I'm not a condoner of that, but it was $5 and I was like, whatever. They sent it opened again. After I sent it back opened, and I was like, I want a sealed copy. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just deal with it. It was $5. I want to play the game anyway. So, I opened it anyway. That's okay. Then they resent Crisis Core, opened once again. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I just like, whatever. Cult of the Lamb, a great game, by the way. They sent it again, used, completely opened, and some of these discs are not totally flawless, like they're not brand new discs, and you can tell. Splatoon 2, used, and they actually sent another copy that is in even worse condition than the copy that I sent back. The plastic is completely torn, as you can see here, and on the front, like, this is not a new game. It's like, what even? And this is the worst offender. This is the Outbound Ghost. I've heard actually really good things about this. It's kind of like a Paper Mario clone. Look at that. It's like completely water damaged. Like, it's insane. And they're selling this as new. This is in worse condition than the one I sent back. That one had some scuffs and stuff on the case, and again, was not new. But this one is worse. It's almost like they're doing it out of spite. It's crazy. And I had mentioned to the person to notate that I want brand new things. Crash Team Racing opened. So they just resent the game, basically. But, you know, for these $5 ones, I was like, whatever. And this one, so I got Death's Door Premium Edition. So it comes with like a outer box and a little art book and whatnot. So they had sent that the last time, came with the book, came with everything, but it was used and the box was all squished. And I was like, oh my gosh. So send me a replacement, please. They resent it without the box and the art book. They actually sent back less. And I am totally amazed. And in shock. So I will be fighting for this. I'm going to send another email, and I hate to be that person. I don't want to be that person who, you know, is constantly nagging and being like, you know, hey, you know, this didn't come as described, but it didn't come as described. And they sent back things that are in worse condition and even less new than they were before. So I wanted to make this video to really just let everybody know, just don't settle. Don't settle for false advertising and GameStop sending out things that are labeled as new but are completely used. Don't just settle for it. Let them know, contact their support, and, you know, get what you paid for, get what was advertised, or at the very least, get your money back. But, you know, I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right to settle. I think we need to be a nuisance. We need to be a thorn in their foot, and demand that we get what we paid for. But yeah, not a video I necessarily wanted to make today, but it was one that I figured should be made, and I wanted it to be known that I am gonna make sure that this plays out at least okay, or at the very least I get my money back. But I'm gonna try one more round to get some of these things that I wanted, because I genuinely wanted these games. But I know this is a crazy question to even ask, since I'm sure I know the answer, but have you guys had issues with GameStop recently? And if you have, let me know in the comments below. And have you taken action to kind of correct things? Have you contacted support? Have you tried to return things and get replacements sent out? Did they do that? Did they screw up again? I'd love to know in the comments below. But yeah, maybe we should start a rally here and and a rebellion to get what we paid for. But yeah, that was just a quick video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't like making these kind of videos. I doubt I will make another one of these again in the near future. But who knows? Who knows? But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.